A few viewers, and correctly so, pointed out that the rule, the way we build this rule, can lead to some false positives. Let's actually investigate this and learn how you fine-tune your rule to avoid that. So we have two events here. This one, a computer has been changed by anonymous login, okay? And the other event, sorry, I could have clicked on there. Here, a computer account has been changed, right? But if we look in here, let's actually bring this to the center. The important part, let's see it here in the payload, is that the field, notice that you can have changes on the account being done by anonymous logon that can change the display name, the SAM account name, any other stuff. But what we are interested is when the password has been changed, right? And that's the condition that we need to look for. Notice that when a condition is not changed, you have a dash, right? So, and you don't have that condition here in the extracted condition. So what we're going to be doing is that we're going to extract that property and we modify the rule, and we say that when the password last set is not null, then the rule is going to fire. Otherwise, if something else has been changed by anonymous login, that's fine. Let's not worry about ZeroLogon for now. To do that, we go here on the extract property. We want to enable that property, and the name, we're going to give it the same name that is actually in the log. Password last set. Make sure that you enable this for this to be indexed and for the rule to fire. And what we're going to be doing is that we're going to put in here the regex, and this is the regex. And in the box folder, which link is in the video description of this and all my videos, under ZeroLogon, you'll find a file with this particular regex, so you don't have to worry about that, right? So let's bring that to the, let's continue to what we were doing. So we put that regex in there. Of course, you may want to test it. Let me clear here, test. Okay, and see if we see it highlighted here, and sure it is. That's the one, right? So we can save this. Now, if we go back to that particular event, we should have a dedicated property for password last set, and here it is, right? So now we can modify the actual rule. Let's actually grab it from here. That is our rule. We're going to click on it to go into the editor to add one more condition. So let's look for that condition here. Type the word search. That's the one we want. And the filter is going to look for the property. The property is password last change. That's precisely one. Is not NA. So we add that condition. We submit. And now that third condition should eliminate, if not all, the vast majority of that Windows event done by anonymous logon. And if you have any other condition in which the password of some service account or stuff like that is actually searched, you can even put a fourth condition in which, if the service account which ends in $, if the account ends in $, then don't worry about this, or or deal with those few events in which the password of a service account is actually changed. That should not generate too many false positives. And also keep in mind, I'm going to actually click here, finish. Keep in mind that the it's also have things like Sysmon that can detect the things that happen after the exploit is successful. It's actually key to correlate all these things together, because the attacker is not just going to stop here. He's going to do things after he gets the access to that exploit. So Sysmon and other techniques, EDRs, and can help you detect this better.